No, but it was still predictable.
Yeah, Thorin got it in there last second.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. It is going to be the second map either way. Faze looking like they'll start on the CT side of Overpass here. This is their pick. We do expect them to take a 2-0, but Navi, no strangers to this map. They can perform here. Symbol's been playing well. Flamey's there as well, the secondary op. So you never know. I just hope it's a good game. We don't get a whitewash here. I hope Faze will be tested. They haven't looked like their amazing world-class selves right now. Still winning maps, of course, but just looking a little bit shaky when they're winning the maps.
Sure. These things happen with teams. Certainly of this caliber, you're going to hit a bit of a slump where, you know, one or two timings are off and everyone kind of gets uncomfortable and out of sequence. I think one of the players that could considerably step up was Mr. Consistent throughout the last half of last year, Rain. Yeah. And especially on this map, he's very good at getting control of long and bathrooms. We need to see more of that from him. I don't know if it's because teams have become more aware of it or that he's become a little bit more passive in that role. But if he starts to run off and dictate sort of rounds in that fashion, absolutely a problem for Navi.
Well, here we go. The arena starting to light up again. The rabid Navi fans will be supporting their countrymen all the way. That we set on the T side here. 4 sets of armor. The upgraded pistol once again for Simple. And Zeus will have the Glock, the smoke, the flashbang. Most teams favour towards B, but they're going quite the opposite direction. They're heading towards middle here. Guardian will challenge first. They haven't been too electrified by his performance so far. We'll see whether he can step up here. As Duncan mentioned, definitely a Guardian-style map. Lots of openings with the AWP available. Lots of CT options to pursue. And so he'll fall back for now. Map control gathered by Navi, looking quite good. They've got 2 players towards long, 3 in middle, one of which is in the connectors watching for rotations. The 3 on A for the CTs. Remember, Navi won the pistol in the first half. The kickoff Inferno had that 3-0 start. Rain spotted one rotating and can't nail that shot. Electronic will survive for now.
So Edward's still waiting out in front of the bathrooms to get toward the A site. Flamey. Clear with Edward. Certainly ready to pull the trigger this game, apparently.
Yep, it seems so.
So toward B instead, Edward jumps back down. They check every single corner possible and then head toward the bags. Bomb out toward Monster. Passive hold on the B site. So in some ways can be viewed as a retake. There is a boost above the wall. Take a gander. Nico's bottom as we look up from the man that was boosting him, but rain down early from Zeus. Great shot to start it, and Nico's got to go aggressive and swing back in. Navi get the first kill in the last game as well. They took the first pistol on Inferno as well.
Definitely did. Great start once again, but Guardian starting to come into this game now, takes down Zeus there, but Nico will be dropped, and Flamey going to town. It looks like another Navi success story here. 4 players will survive. Simple procedure there, starting towards middle, pushing those CTs right back, then rotating through, finding all the kills required on the B bomb site. Found it open almost, as they will take the pistol here, and the scouts come out for Faze. CZs and Deagles will accompany it. Rain with the helmet, same story for all off. Carrigan doesn't go all in. Guardian has. So AWP in the first round, if they lose this, it's going to be very difficult for him.
So with that, Guardian aggressive with the scout. No tag. Simple, I think, was taken by nades instead. Flamey will burn Nico alive, aided by a few Mach 10 shots. He gets away with only 16 HP, but that's fine.
Scout being set up though. Flamey and Simple, 1-shot kill potential there. But Olofmeister, he'll do some more damage there. You can see 50 to Zeus and Electronics. So this round, although it's a 5-on-2, still could be problematic. You never know. Guardian needs to start lighting up some shots. It's very unlikely they win the round here, but you never know, and that's going to be guaranteed now. Guardian goes down, and it looks like the 3-0 will be very likely. As Carrigan finds himself waiting towards the A site. Not really much he can do here, listening out for a footstep, a sound cue, hoping that the terrorists go hunting, but Navi starting off well again on their opponent's map pick.
Simple. Just a hold on the front of the site. Edward that sits on the back stairs waiting for a rotation. It's Electronic that finds Carrigan lurking in through B. So 2-0 Navi. Controlled, convincing both rounds. 1 kill, I think, so far for Faze. I suppose, thankfully for Guardian, well, that slight little bit of cash he would have gotten for that.
Yeah. Well, he'll get $2,400 next round. Definitely can't afford the AWP unless he finds 2 kills at the silence USP here. That's about all he can do. If he knifes someone, that'd be great, but that's unlikely. We'll get into it then. Round number 3. Should be a very clean procedure here for Navi. 3 SMGs, perfect for taking down these default pistols. No armor, no dollars invested into this round whatsoever. It's map number 2 of this best of 3 semi-final. Winner goes on to play Mouse Sports. Mouse, another final for them, Matt. So they've won Mykonos this year, ECS finals, or the last year I should say. ECS finals, they get to the playoffs at the major, and now they're in the grand final here. This team is starting to turn heads. They're looking impressive.
Very impressive, beating Liquid as well, who's also had a great turn of form. CS Summit, Zeus. He's climbed up to the summit, top of the picnic area. Got shots. Shots for days. 2 on the Deagle, 3 overall. Not bad at all as we go 3-0 for Navi.
Definitely do. Carrigan has to buy the AWP and presumably throw that to Guardian. Carrigan didn't buy much in the second round. Force buy, got a Deagle, no armor, so he had $800 residual cash. Then he can just about get a M4 out. With the AWP dropped, he'll just get body armor, no nades. No one with a kit on the CT side. That's why a lot of teams, more tactical teams I would say, not force buying in the second round anymore on the CT side after losing the pistol. Just because you find yourself in 9-ball like this. I guess Faze can justify more. They're such a fragging team. They can recover rounds with not too much utility. But here's Rain, aggressive of course, pushing towards that fountain. And he's going to find an easy frag. Takes on Edward, but he will go down presumably right now, trying to stay alive as long as possible. But yeah, can't deal with that. But Guardian does help him and find the second kill. Huge scalp to take. Simple gets dropped. Same story for Flamey. Nice work by Carrigan there. Except the AK-47. Looking like they post their first round. Remember, it's against the bonus round though. They brought SMGs into this one. Electronic just salvaging everything he can off the dead bodies. Finds a smoke, 2 flashbangs. Upgrade to the AK. 4 on 2. At this point, unlikely that Navi will win the round, but they can find a bomb plant or even a couple of kills. That would help out tremendously, knowing they can buy next with their clean 3-0. Guardian trying to hit some shots now. It's actually looking quite good.
Knows he's gone back out to Guardian's right side. Good read from Electronic to look at for Carrigan. Swinging in behind. Good flash to get Guardian off the angle. Unfortunately, he's not going to be able to advance toward that AWP. Not when Guardian, like you say, is starting to hit shots.
Yes, he's got to be brave here, but they're giving it up to him. Now it's a 2-on-1 with 40 seconds. He still has time to go back towards B and make things very problematic indeed. No reason for anyone to challenge him. They're trying to end the round quickly, but their money is way too fragile to justify it. And now they can't recover the AWP. They have no idea where Electronic is. 20 seconds. What's his play? He's gone back towards the bathrooms. He's still focusing on the A-bomb side. Is taking a different route. There will be Nico to rotate into the A side. He holds towards bank right now. Good position to be in. Protected, and the bomb gets planted here. Not much chance Electronic will have. He dropped the smoke there to maybe suggest he's planting in the smoke, but he can't win now, unfortunately. Great attempt, I have to say. But unfortunately, not going to win the round. But look how many players he took down there. Great work.
The fact that he actually
4 versus 1 just
pulled out Nico in that, and Nico knew the time and he had to get the kill, but he still pulled him off the plant.
He essentially does win that round, if you think about it.
Sure, yeah, because he forces him to have to take the fight. As soon as he spots him by jumping toward bank, there's no question that he's going down if he tries to stick the plant.
But now Faze, with just UMPs, FAMASes, if Navi can win this with their full buy, they've got the AWP, the AKs, a full utility. This is double eco territory for Faze, and they know it as well. What's their play here? This is so uncomfortable for the CT side. Electronic did bucket loads of damage there to the financial situation. Flamey will just bring out the flashbang. They can't capitalize on the kill. Now they're squirming as Zeus backs them up, and they'll find both kills. Great work by Flamey. Delays as long as possible, stays alive. Zeus comes in to save the day. Like I said, lose this round, double eco, guaranteed.
And they'll slow it down on the Navi side. As a result, Olaf spots them, can't get the kill, can't reface that either. It's far, far too risky. Knowing that there's 2, if he gets traded, it's effectively round over. So he'll go back and play the buddy system with Nico instead, knowing that they are working in that direction, and the flashes further confirm that. Boost up to see if the rotations will come from both directions as well. From A, including the stairwell at the underpass. Carrigan still waiting at bathrooms as well, even if they did go back that direction, which they now will with Nico and Olaf Pushed so far back. Kerrigan's good for at least 1 year. Surely. Good headshot. Clean. Wants the AK? Probably not the best decision with them so close. Needed to have the gun at the ready. And that's going to open up the A site. Rotations around for Olaf and Nico. You said it. Double eco territory. This in itself is a risk, a gamble to go for. 14 seconds. Bomb's going to be planted.
Comfortably as well. That's round guaranteed, and yes, Faze might just have to save these weapons. They want one defuse kit, but no nades at all to work with, and it's going to be Faze giving up the round. Flamey completely battering them in the underpass there. They had to be aggressive. They had to try and find an initial kill. Find an AK-47, upgrade one of those SMGs, but it wasn't meant to be. Zeus backing up Flamey after delays him with the flashbang. Finds a 5-on-3, and they do a very good job to keep 4 players alive here, guarantee the round, and completely destroy the finances of Faze here. So Olaf and Nico trying to save the M4A4s they have, but that's a task in itself. They've got players hunting for them as Nico holds towards T-spawn. But he survives here. They don't trade out the frag. Oh, he won't actually. It's going to be real tight. He gets both kills. So well played by Nico to keep them at bay. Doesn't really affect Navi too much. He got money for days here. 4-1. As Navi look dangerous today. But did one of them go down? They only saved 1 rifle. Did he ever go down with the bomb blast? I didn't notice. Must have done.
Must have done, because you're right. They only carry over the single M4. So that's a problem. As you say, double eco territory, that Nico rifle is going to be massive for them. He's the one with the kit as well, the only one with the kit. So even if it gets that far, keep in mind either his location of death or his presence on a potential retake. Boosted, triple boosted as well.
Yeah, 3 people required there. It's an all-in play. Good for 1 kill, but Kerrigan the Scout probably finds himself in a bit of trouble here. Can't nail the initial headshot. He'll be taken down momentarily. Does hit up Edward. I think that was a headshot through the rock because he did this significant damage there. Seems down to 13. So decent attempt so far. Guardian can't convert it just yet. He'll be double teamed by Zeus. And the players towards long. Kerrigan now, another chance to do more damage. Can't run the shot this time.
Which is welcome from Navi because they'll start to move up. Good shot, Kerrigan that time. He's got Flamey. Perfect execution. Now that Simple's gotten the AK, we'll head... for now, it's going to sit. Well, Simple holds. I thought it would head toward the squeaky doorway connector. Because they've certainly started rotating around. Rain's going to be forced out. I think they heard the tick. Simple looks toward him. He's got to see his head. It's lethal. We know that. As he gets into the corner, Zeus trying to commit to it, and he'll make sure that he puts him down before any further threat.
Yeah, not really much Rain could do with that one. No armor. And he was detected. Had to reload the CZ. Flames on his feet as well. A lot of variables going against him there. Still a slight chance in this one with Nico at the M4. 9 seconds. If he denies the plant here, that's absolutely everything. Can't do it though. Bomb will be planted, but he's killing all his other teammates there. 3 versus 2. Still a chance for Navi here, but maybe not for long. Nico starting to show us some of that great form he's shown throughout the last year. And it will be a round for FaZe Clan. Kerrigan kicked things off their map with the scout tags, but Nico knocked it out of the park.
Absolutely. We said that rifle and that kit. Watch the location of it. It was perfectly located on the A site. 4-2 FaZe. Steal one back when things could have absolutely fallen apart money-wise. Speaking of money, CS Money replay.
Oh, yes. So Nico doesn't want to deny the bomb. He knows he's got ensuing terrorist after him. If he commits and tries to deny it, all of a sudden he'll just be dropped and he won't win the round. But he just stays calm. Another great clutch by him. He had a couple of them on Inferno. 4-2. A lifeline for FaZe. Managed to get out the AWP now. 3 AK-47s and M4. Guardian waiting for him to show us what he can do on this map. Another miss by him. Not an easy shot by any stretch, but expecting to hit them.
Through Squeaky, and inside of the smoke, Nico pushes, catches off Electronic, and he's got the conceal to fall back inside of.
So you flash over, and you push the smoke. They just don't anticipate. A lot of players will consider smoke to force field, and Nico, though, after finding that great first pick, goes for a wall bang, and Simple takes him down. Could be a double kill for Navi here. Zeus can't quite connect. He does take Olaf down to 28. So the advantage definitely on Navi's side of the server. Rain, though, he's so good in these bathrooms, but oh, what is he jumping for? Edward.
I'm not really so sure what that was about. Edward doesn't get away with the kill. Somehow comes out worse for wear on it as well. So Reigns deployed utility on the backside of his position so that they can't cut him off from connector. They try and Molotov and hold him down. He's trapped. He's still being watched by Edward at long. Edward's low enough, though, that he could challenge it. It's really his best opportunity to try and get out of the situation he's in. He needs support. This is the support. Guardian's going to try and come up the front side of the bathrooms. And it nearly works out as they rotate away. He's got the information at the very least, but tags Flamey down to 16.
Well, they go towards the B side, 20 seconds, classic Navi style here. Last few seconds every single time. They've got a couple of players to deal with here. They haven't even got the bomb near the site. They might have to consider a save. Remember, they need to find all these kills and plan the next 6 seconds. Time running out as Overpass start to light them up. Easy round for Faze in the end. It's too much chaos here for Navi to even do anything with it. They had 4 seconds to plant the bomb in the last round. It's even less this time. Edward will survive, but they really need to get on top of these plants and make sure they give themselves enough time to fully commit to a bomb site.
The money grim as a result of it. They'll keep the AK that Edward held, but the rest are sitting around 35, in the best case, 24, the lowest case. And what is now a 2-round loss bonus. So Faze chipping away at the old block will get themselves up to a 1-round deficit, 4-3. CZ still for Guardian. I imagine there's a rifle down in spawn somewhere for him. Take a peek from high above. Yeah, AWP's out in front. And he does have a fantastic spawn to run toward the top of the bench at Party and get a shot on A main, or A stairs, or T stairs, whatever you'd like to call them. The back stairs.
We'll have a look as to whether this round will be successful for Navi. It's Edward with the tactical purchase here of the AK-47. He did actually save in the previous round, so maybe not so much that, but you get the point. He's got an AK, and Zeus will try and come in here. Some damage, and actually sets Edward up for the trade there. It's not too bad at all. Guardian drops the smoke, has his retreat, his focus towards the A site here. Now they've got 2 AKs to work with in a 4-on-4, so far so good for Navi. Guardian smoked out towards long. See whether he can get really rolling here on the CT side of Overpass. Simple with a deagle, quite a scary prospect. As he explores his options, smoke dissipates now. 1 minute remaining. They've got 1 incendiary to get onto the site. Oh no.
Kerrigan still has a position to swing though, even with Flamey's kill. He spots 1 going by. I don't think he was spotted in turn, but he gets occupied and distracted looking left. Well, Edward slips in from his right. Flamey now posts above the dumpster. And Olaf has Nico beside him, but they're the only 2 left. Even if they want to go for the boost, that'll be spotted out. So really at this point, just looking to do damage, looking for mistakes to be made from Navi. That's their best chance back in. In fact, they're going to rotate off this. Both have kits, both have armor, both have 1 grenade to work with, a smoke and a flash respectively, but no chance, I'm afraid, to get back in. So 5-3, good round Navi, good recovery.
They get dropped by the 1 AK and the pistol. Zeus with a good job there. Didn't find any kills, but he set Redwood up for 1. That started making the A defense look very weak indeed. Guardian can't find a single kill once again. Orping on the A side, that's such an important position as well. He needs to start posting frags against pistols as well. Kerrigan left in a horrible position there. Once his teammate went down, he had to cover middle and long A, and that's where Edward came in with the AK, finished things off, and it will be money. Completely wrecked for Faze once again. I'll take a pause and work out, is it worth forcing around these M4s? Currently got 3,750 on Rain. He could buy a finesse armor. Kerrigan would be down to pistol. Pretty much same story for Guardian as well. And he doesn't really want to invest too heavily considering he's the AWPer. Currently sits on 3 kills, 1 of which was in the pistol. Again. He's getting shut down by Navi. Obviously playing against his former team might be a confidence issue going into this one. Might be feeling like they know his plays and his tendencies. Don't go all in. Just smoke-ready pistols here.
Well, they won a round with just Nico. They didn't have a scout to go with it, but just Nico on the M4 last time. He's got a similar setup this time with the M4 in the kit.
Yes. Technical pause this time, not tactical. We'll have a look at the admins to see if we can work out what's going on. Looks like Navi might have the problem. See the radios being used. So far, so good, though, for Navi. It's not too bad at all. They have managed to take a lead here on the T side. It's definitely a CT-sided map. Probably want to keep the headset on in these moments, Edward, if I'm honest. Commentator's still talking. He's got his headset off.
Now, he could be saying anything. He could be talking about bananas and pears.
Probably not. Probably doing what we're doing.
Apples and oranges. What are we doing? That's what I'm talking about.
Okay. It's going to be round number 9. 2 M4s, CZ, USPs. They do have the defuse kits in the previous round. 2 smokes, flashbang. And the unpause comes in. Looks like the issues are resolved. What's the play? Any particular stack? Doesn't look like a very standard round 2 towards middle 3 at the B-bomb site. It's up to Simple now with the opening picks with the AWP.
Nico boosted again, triple stack. They started the last round that he had the rifle with this setup, but they never came over this direction to find that out, so they could find out the hard way this time. Remember, you can only play in that corner. It'd be lovely if you could put a triple stack anywhere you like, but you slide off the second player's head, so you have to have a sort of an adjacent wall to lean on. All off to the front side of the bathrooms. We'll wait and see what approaches as he has the second rifle, one on either site. Very minor gap in the smoke. Could pay dividends. Spots his feet. Can't find the angle though, but now that he's spraying that much, he's got to be careful because they're wrapping down the front as well as in mid. Flamey. Anticipating perhaps a close location for Kerrigan, but he's up on top of the railing. He's got to be very careful with the CZ in that position. Nico will cover off at Catwalk to see if they walk toward Monster. The other player that was in the original boost, Guardian, has rotated back over with Rain and Olaf. Good find, Electronic. Good read. That was all due to the fact that they were anticipating it. You can see the spray from Flamey coming out, so let's Electronic check it instead. Spray through either direction. They now know where one of the M4s is, and they'll wrap around. Zeus can't hit the kill, but Electronic certainly does. Flamey follows onto Olaf, and both M4s gone. Rain the last alive, and not for long.
Nothing really gathered there for the CT side. They will manage to bring out another really messy buy here. It's going to be an AWP available for Guardian. But there's going to be UMPs for masses, only 1 kit, little utility, no incendiaries to be spotted. 2 HEs, 3 flashbangs in total. Pretty grim times for the CTs.
Simple. So slow and steady again from Navi. Not a game goes by that doesn't catch them out. It's already happened once so far on Overpass. Simple. Trying to find the angle. Inching his way out. Great shot. What a read that Kerrigan was on the other side of the rock and his dead body falls flat in front of Rain, who now has to call for the aid of the AWP and Guardian just to hope to get away from the angle because he couldn't run back out not knowing where the AWP had gone. But instead, it's back over toward B. Good entrance from Zeus. Navi looking swift and capitalizing on opening picks. 43, I think that's, 37 seconds now. And Olaf does get one back. He shuts down Flamey. Good transition back out toward the bags. And it leaves him in a 3-on-3. I was going to say, Navi finally taking advantage of early opportunities rather than running down the clock, as Edward does at least give them back the lead. But the HP is low enough. certainly a chance as the bomb gets planted. Rain finds Zeus as well. It's all in the favor on the retake of Faze. The only thing that's not with them is the fact that they don't have kits. Simple's going to be smoked off on top of the bomb. They're not going to be expecting this at all. So they'll go searching. And even if they go for the defuse, Simple is already pre-aimed directly onto the bomb. But Rain finds him. That's going to put him on the defuse for 10 seconds. And Guardian just has to hit the shot on Edward. Well done from Faze.
Well, there we have it. The defuse does come in. Not the cleanest of rounds there for Faze, but the all count. Overpass is certainly the hero there. Recovers the 5-on-3 situation. 2 kills of the FAMAS. And the retake very good there by Rain and Guardian, keeping alive the AWP. They find a second as well. That can be put in the hands of Olofmeister, Carrigan, or Nico, to be honest. Looks like Olofmeister will pick up the AWP duties here as we get into round number 11. Faze closed the gap slightly. 6-4, though. Still always so fragile. They win one round, they get reset. They've been forced by, and then they're finding it difficult to recover. But Navi looking competitive here. It's what we wanted to see. Faze to be tested. Didn't want it to be a run over, considering it's their map pick. Navi taking the tactical time out once again. Their money is still pretty strong, even after the full investment. Simple has over $4,500. Same story for Edward. Electronic, Zeus and Flamey pretty much all in, but still got maybe one more buy left if they can get a bomb down. This bomb's coming in and Navi will unpause. Haven't seen too much in terms of like proper set pieces off the bat from Navi. It's always very slow and methodical. Get the map controlled, see what picks are available, leave Simple in a clutch, and we'll see if that works out once again as we get into round number 11 here. Double AWP setup, remember. Guardian pushing through the smoke at the start. Not going to be boosting himself up. Electronic looking for the pre-fire towards the B side. Nico throws a shot at him. Guardian goes down again at the start to an AK.
Oh, oops. Flamey doesn't realize that his arm's slightly offset with the door. That's unfortunate. Could get the smoke down toward heaven as a result. So Olaf standing tall on the site with the AWP. We'll find Zeus as well. Good play from Carrigan just to complement it. Gets electronic. My goodness, Flamey. I thought he might hit that second shot with Olaf not yet in position. 6-5. Faze inching their way back into it. They played from behind on Inferno as well in their CT side. Both maps, I would argue, are still slightly CT-sided as well.
Olofmeister stepping up for his team. That's 2 rounds in a row where he's gone above and beyond for them as the FAMAS before. This time the AWP, and he throws it back towards Guardian. He's getting shut down by the AKs almost every single round. We'll see whether he can start to find something here. It's been really quiet. And the buy comes in. Like I said, Navi will have enough for at least a buy to get the AWP, 2 AKs, a CZ for Zeus, and just a UMP for Electronic here. So there's still enough to work with, definitely. Up against a single AWP setup this time. Couldn't recover the secondary AWP from the previous round. Still anyone's game, absolutely. Coming to the last few rounds of the first half at least. Simple watches towards Monster, waiting for any players to try and get information. Same story for these guys as they make their way through connector right now. Trying to join up with their teammates towards middle just to clear absolutely everything out. Ascertain as to whether CTs are stacking a particular area, holding connector, anything like that.
Carrigan backs away. Gets in a position where he's able to rotate sooner should the Navi squad head over in that direction. Olaf will hold next to the monster tunnel. He's not quite playing the slide. In other words, holding himself upward in the corner with the movement. He's held down. He doesn't have to let him walk by, but he goes aggressive early. Gets traded out, and Nico's falling as well. And oh my goodness, Carrigan just sits in the open, and Edward makes it look far too easy.
Yeah, Carrigan not really working with his teammates there. Could have done a bit more with that. Rain tries his best. Guardian now left in a 2 versus 1. Flamey and Simple to take down, and he'll jump up towards the bomb side. They've telegraphed so much noise here. There's no way he can win this now, I'm afraid. The teammates are all around him. He has no idea. And there it is. Flamey will get the killing blow. Once again, that B bomb site, same story in Inferno, just collapses as soon as Navi commit to it. And that's going to be the money gone again for Faze. Yeah, the crowd coming to life now. You can see that the B bomb site, Rain and Carrigan weren't even playing with each other.
No,
had one
not
in the
at all.
water, one actually standing in the open. The best he can get there, a player like Carrigan especially, he'll get 1 kill very most, and he'll go down. Didn't even get that. Standing not behind the barrels, on the ramp, on the site, behind the box, or anything like that. It's in the open. Not even using the pillar to try and negate the T's. And Rain was left in a pretty impossible situation. If he denies the bomb, maybe, that could have been something. But another tactical pause here. I assume it's from, I was about to say Faze, actually Navi taking it, making sure they count all the money and work out what's going on.
Certainly alive. So match back underway. Coach is muted. Nico looks possessed almost there.
Yeah, well, it's a stressful game right now. Not going down in the fashion they would have hoped for. This is not them being bad on Overpass. It's just the team doesn't look 100% today. This is like them operating at maybe a 70% capacity. Maybe not even that. As they rush towards middle of the silenced USBs. Desperation calls as they will get nothing really at all from this. The Max will punish them, and lots of money found for Navi. Clean round for them.
Not quite. Pretty much, though. Roll off. They got a second with the AK. But they put him down. They win the half this time. Remember last time it was 8-7, just barely for Faze in the end. No sports in the final. One of these two teams to join, train if needed between these two as well. And we saw how great Navi played against Astralis yesterday on train.
Yeah. Another 14 though, and we'll see whether Faze can do anything with this. Took the full eco, which led them here. Still not amazing, and a late boost. Didn't get a clean, he didn't flash it at all, and all of Meister gets greeted by Electronic. Obviously didn't have the spawns for that. That's the sort of play that comes in. Usually the CT is ready and posted. Electronic just rushes in, takes them down. Normally want to consider throwing an incendiary at the pipe as well before you go for the boost. And this is just going from bad to worse.
He erases Nico. Nico's having a tough, very tough time on this map. 6 and 11. Only one in double digits so far is Olaf at 10 for 9.
Yeah, Rain's only got 7. Yeah, it's not looking amazing. On that side of the server, Navi, though, they'll be loving this. Every round they get on the T side, the fact they've won the half now is a bonus. This is looking like a lock-in, but maybe not, though. Rain, known as one of the best Overpass players on this side of the map, does find 2. Still don't think it's enough to win the round. Zeus helps himself towards the A site and starts to make his way towards CT spawn potentially, yep. And that's a guaranteed kill.
Guardian with an AWP up close and B. Electronic flashing. Knows that he's there. Could hear him scoping in, trying to bait out the shots. He's done that successfully as to distract Guardian. Simply needs to go now. Electronic does it all on his own.
Another shot where that could have been enough to win the round here, but Carrigan can make the play. If he gets this kill, hide. Oh, can't do it.
Great response from Simple. Knew that the threat was possible. He definitely denied the plant, but the kill came in far too quickly. You could see how fast Carrigan tried to back away as well.
Yeah.
He knew. And I think all he had to do was drop down inside of the pit. He probably could have outran Simple for another 2 seconds. So a must-hit shot, and Simple nails it. 9-5. 9-5 T-side overpass. Very well done from Navi.
They squeeze out another round, and Faze have no choice but to bring out the pistols here. Deagles, CZs, 1 scout. Will it be enough? I highly doubt it, if I'm honest, but we'll see. No one really stepping up for Faze here at all.
Chance to trade maps as well, by the way. Remember, this is Faze's choice.
Absolutely so.
Or excuse me, this is, yeah, Faze's choice. Yeah. Right, Navi took Inferno, so they would steal each other's map away. Edwards down by Guardian on a Deagle.
He seems to be hitting shots with that weapon.
I know, I was just thinking the same thing, because how many times has he pushed this position with the AWP and not gotten anything for it?
Well, he's been killed by the AKs. Usually, you're not even getting out-warped right now. That shot, I remember that round in previous Season B just there? That close-range shot, the player's already shot, he nailed that. Like, no question about it. You think, like, how's he done that? It's so sick. But they can't even find one. And there's Carrigan, it's only a winnable situation if he can deny the bomb and get away, but obviously Simple, so quick, he's not going to miss anything.
No.
And it's a 5-on-4 at least for now.
It was the right approach from Kerrigan.
That's all he could do, really, right? He's like, wow, the time is right down there. Like, stop this bomb. We're onto something. Simple wasn't even looking at him. Maybe if he jumps off in the bomb side box and goes with the bird's eye view, that was something, but went for the wide swing, didn't work out, and the early pick now is a distant memory as they find themselves in a 4-on-3, make it 2, and it looks like a 10-5 half for Faze, as they'll not be too happy with that.
For Navi, just to clarify.
Sorry, yeah.
But either way, all the other points stand. It's been very poor for Faze. We talked about Rain, his ability to take over long A. They did nothing out there the entire game. Rain couldn't get anything going. There was one round he even got trapped inside of the bathrooms. Had to get support to get out of there. Didn't take down Edward. 10 rounds Navi. Money was never in question. In fact, one of the guns, or one of the rounds I should say, that Faze did win was the one gun for Nico.
That's right. They'll take all the time they can here. They definitely need the pistol. Faze need to get rolling here. Navi in a dominant position. They go into the CT half now.
Admin is needing to be entertained. He's got one of those fidgemagadgers.
He has.
Even he's not impressed.
So Faze, we said, taking all the time they can. Roban's allowed to talk in the halftime period. You get 2 minutes usually. Kane will be very happy with this one. We'll have a look at the buys as we get into the second half right now. CZ for Zeus. Dropped to Electronic. Presumably he'll buy armor with that. He does. For Kevlar's now. Kerrigan gets the utility. 1 smoke, 2 flashbangs, and a decoy. That's all the grenades they have. No defuse get on the CT side, just to note.
Surf mechanic for Olaf, but Flamey's waiting. So all important pistol round. Smokes for Kerrigan already thrown toward the B site. Edward, not 100% certain. Oh, great flash, great bounce. Catches both of them. Somehow Flamey gets away, backs off on the flash and nails 2, the second of which at the sandbags, but couldn't do much more as Kerrigan overwhelms him. Edward now, the man with the USP toward jungle, gets the first shot, immediately followed up in the position by Simple rotating in.
So scary. What's Guardian doing?
Snap, unbelievable from Simple. Show the card. Oh, a different card this time. It looks like Lord Valus. I can't see the shine. It certainly is the Joker. Just loves Game of Thrones, apparently.
You could just see the Faze were panicking so much that the communication that was off. Guardian had no idea where he was. Jumping around the ramp, one plants, one peeks at one time, and his teammate can't take him down. And this feels like a very disappointing Faze right now. Flamey, great work with the P2000 to find these kills. Staying alive for so long, doing damage. 3 versus 2 and they win. And how has he done that? Simple is just a beast sometimes. They will buy up somewhat Faze Clan, that is. They're going to bring out 1 AK for Rain. Need him to step up here today. There it is. Double kill, Matt.
That's not bad at all. That's exactly what they need from the AK. This could turn the entire round upside down. Guns available. Olaf's going to push through and grab one. Nico with the other. Nico's got the only one so far, actually. Olaf didn't quite reach his. Makes it now. Guns in favor, as well as the manpower to Faze. Brilliant from Rain. Silenced everyone pretty quickly.
It absolutely did. Now, a chance to recover. They do get 2 rifles here. Time ticking away. They will make their way towards B. They've got 1 smoke for the side or heaven. Kerrigan still with just a Glock here, trying to strategize his way out of this one, but there's no trade, and Flamey finds multiple kills. That's not good news, but that certainly is. Electronic with 30 seconds. They need to go together here, and they will. And it will be Rain to save the round. They have 4 kills in total. That double kill sounded so disastrous in his POV. How did he manage to find 2 kills through the smoke like that? I hope we get to see the replay of it. It sounded great. I'm sure this is it now. Let's have a look. I'm not going to see it from his POV. I think it was actually more the case he was aiming for 1. Okay,
and they lined up, yeah. Bang.
Yeah, he was just definitely spraying for the one, falling down. He gets both. You can see him controlling the spray, and Wild Bullets going slightly above it. He gets both. Still amazing skill from him to even find that first kill, but he was
take it.
Gifted with both.
Well, they'll take it. They need it. FaZe desperately needed it. 11-6, and they now the ones with money will go against a forced buy on the other side. That includes a scout for Flamey, a deagle for Edward, and Simple is yet to buy with 1550. I imagine he goes to... Okay, CZ. I was going to say a deagle. No, they swapped it. Okay. Gives the CZ to Edward. Simple takes the deagle. Doesn't want to go for armor.
Number 18 means Faze are back in the game. Losing that pistol, it looked very bleak for them. That tactical purchase, which is normally Simple's calling card, or the ace up his sleeve, as it seems, from today's antics. It's Rain that pulls it off with 4 kills. You've got a player like Rain or Simple on your team, why not give that a go? Worst case scenario is they'll be down to pistol where your teammates have rifles in the next round. That's not the end of the world. 11-6, Rain. Same AK in hand, did not drop.
He's just waiting to see if anything falls upon the doorstep for him as Nico starts it off with Flamey getting taken down. That's the scout who was trying to be aggressive and get the shot early and potentially catch them off. Edward still with the armor. Scouts recovered. Electronic is Mr. Utility apparently in this round. Go Gadget.
Yeah, the Gadget man. Rain will find his second. This is better from Faze. Playing methodically, not rushing choke points like Apartments and Inferno against CZs. Covering off all the angles and they'll push for that smoke. Double kill for Nico.
Ooh.
Okay, maybe not. Wow, how's Edward done that?
That's remarkable. Hits Rain as he's falling back. That makes things very interesting. Not sure it's enough to win the round as they are on the A site and Electronic is the only one there. But it certainly makes things costly.
Certainly does. He might be able to save a rifle and the armor here. Remember, you don't miss out on cash on the CT side, so him running away with just his AK is enough. They can't justify hunting him at this point. So here's the armor, a smoke, a CZ, an AK-47. That's a very good result for him. He gets plus $600. Actually, he does not. The CZ had less kill reward, but still a little bit of cash injection. Guaranteed round now for FaZe. And he'll be saving his AK towards CT spawn Edward, that is. Have a look at the frags here. Edward, 16 kills. Surprise, Simple's not up there, 13. That pistol performance from him, though, was unbelievable. There it is, Matt. I know I'm calling him out a lot, but Guardian is really lacking this game because he 8 kills, 15 deaths.
He's been lacking this whole series.
And unfortunately, if you want to be called the best AWPer in the world and you have these kind of showings in very important games, then you got to be focused on. There is going to be a spotlight. There are two edges of the sword, you know, when it comes to being the best player in the world. Everyone's going to love you and praise you all the time, but when you have very poor performances like this, it's going to be looked towards as to why it happened. And Guardian dying almost every single round so far and not really finding anything with the AWP is going to be a focal point for the analyst desk, I'm sure.
Well, with that, it becomes an AK for Edward to try and save Navi's advantage. Advantage that was taken away from FaZe late last game as well. They have a chance to 2-0 this. They're far from out of this. Never rule FaZe out of this. I don't care if it's 15-0.
Yeah, I agree. They're definitely one of those teams like SK Gaming. You'd think you've got them done. They've got no money left, and all of a sudden a crazy Deagle round comes in, or one AK purchase happens, and all of a sudden the tables turn. This should be quite a simple round, though, as Edward will have the AK-47. His other teammates on full eco, so unless he just goes absolutely wild with the AK like Rain did, should be FaZe picking this one up.
Flamey sneaking up.
No one's watching their connector.
Oh my goodness, oh, he's missed the chance.
Why
Does get Guardian eventually, but that could have been far cleaner. You're right, not even anyone looking at it.
That's so messy.
One for one, a pistol against a gun. Navi will take it. Less to work with. Work against, I should say, with that single AK. Potential to be cleaner perhaps was there, but didn't work out as Olaf is very close to the site. Need a flash, and he gets it.
Oh,
He didn't see him. He must be on 4x3 surely, because directly beside him, and Kerrigan gets 2 kills as a result of it, walking back in. Olaf went down, but Edward with the gun finds himself in a 1 versus 2. Rather, a 2 versus 1, excuse me, with Simple. So he's got the advantage in this as Nico runs in. Simple goes down. 2 HP, though. He's got to go against the AK, and 2 HP is not enough. Navi steal around back.
That's Faze playing themselves, I'm sorry. Giving up frags to connect it like that to a P2000. It's simply not good enough. Faze almost deserved to lose his map now. That round was theirs, and Edward, great play by him. Brings it out, trades up the frag, and makes things very uncomfortable, but this was the boost that found the opening pick, and then pandemonium ensued as they didn't check that close corner. He finds all the frags here, 3 in total with that 1 Sadeka. I did say he'd have to go absolutely wild with that, like Rain did, and he certainly delivered. Not quite 4, but that's enough. 12-7 now. Faze feeling the pressure. So a kill for Edward, doesn't quite connect it though. Fires a couple of shots and falls back.
What a comeback it would be for Navi to win this map and then go to train and win, just like yesterday against Astralis when they lost the first map in the best of 3. Oh, in a final, what a concept that might be. Still a ways to go yet, but it's been a while since they've had any glimmers of hope in that regard. Oh, bomb overthrown. Simple knows they're going to have to pick that up. Can't quite go wide enough. Does he? To spot the player that would have done so, but he knew they had to go that direction, so he thought he'd position and be ready to pull the trigger. It pays off as he gets the shot onto Olaf. Nothing like a blinking beacon of hope to hold the angle as Nico still has the AK Flamey down near Monster. Will play alongside of Electronic and then swing back should anyone show face inside of B. 4-4. Flamey's getting slightly more aggressive. Meanwhile, Kerrigan cleaning out the ace sights of Zeus. Doesn't know that Simple's still there. Thinks that he could have called for the rotation. Instead, on the refrag, he's going to send them toward B, and that's not a bad decision because they get Flamey on the ramp. Electronic's already backed off preemptively to try and rotate. It's Simple that Guardian hits, but Electronic stands tall this time, and it's 13-7.
I think that's the money done for Faze as well. Another 1 versus 1 where Navi come up on trumps, and it will be another pause. Faze, nothing to work with there. There's Guardian on the screens right now, trying to work out what's going wrong for him. Hit a couple there, but couldn't close it out. Doesn't matter how close you are, unless the round gets on the board. At this stage of the game, at least, it means almost nothing. Navi not in the best financial situation, though. MP9 for Edward, Zeus on the UMP. And it will be an all-in play from Faze. Train, very likely at this point. That's the 3rd map, the deciding map. Faze have got a couple more chances here. CZ's armor, basic utility. Opening picks were good from Guardian. Could have almost closed things out as well. Couldn't hit that 3rd and final shot.
Guardian couldn't handle the last one. As you say, the final shot, the one that eludes him.
It's the one that really counts.
That's always the one that counts, isn't it? So stack towards short. Sees that 75s and an easy spray down for Zeus. Mind you, he's on the UMP, so he doesn't want to overcommit to it. That's a little better. Get the rifle in there. Flamey lines them up, knocks them down. Can't close it, but
bomb down.
He's got bomb and exactly low HP in the last 2 players. They'll just run and gun and take them down. Kerrigan's going to draw this out. Zeus on 16 might get caught by this. Shuts the door, though, and that's going to make problems worse for Kerrigan.
It's quite symbolic, isn't it?
Exactly. See ya. Oh, okay, but fair enough. They shut the door, and then Edward wants back inside of it. That's all
terrifying.
Kills by 1 person. That's some sort of Siamese twin, apparently.
Well, that was an all-in play. They're going to take another freeze here and see what can be done. Tactical by Kerrigan. $2,500 per player. You get $2,400 into this round. And this is Zeus. Like you said, he gets 1 and gets the backup on the rifles. Flamey, great work there to find 3. And the round was pretty simple at that point. Zeus to finish off the 4th. Kerrigan got 1 in the door, but couldn't stay alive. Zeus wallbanged him. They'll have to force by again. It's feeling like this one is out of Faze's grasp, and if anything, they've got worse since Inferno.
And that was barely a win for them. Imagine this series had gone 2-0 to Navi. Train looking very, very likely indeed, but again, don't rule Faze out. Molotov, or incendiary, I suppose, toward the stairs. It lands perfectly. No one's gotten through.
Yep, that denies almost everything there. The CT can choose to get aggressive now. They want to. Smokes, Molotovs all over the map. Faze will go for a B player. There's actually an open site there right now, so that would be the correct call. There's one player waiting for them. That's Electronic with the M4 up towards heaven from what I can see. It's always a bit misleading, the minimap on this one. Molotov's in. Yes, he's in heaven. Nade towards shore. That should do some damage. Not too much, and Faze have an open site.
Kerrigan waiting to pounce with the CZ75 in the corner, but Electronic reads that perfectly, swings inside. Olaf boosted up, could catch Flamey. Pushing through the smoke, he'll be behind them, and Flamey's running down toward the doorway. In fact, they're all there. How much can Olaf really get? How quickly can he get there? Shots already for Nico. He gets one, but down inside of the pit, and Olaf's been too slow, I'm afraid. That said, it is going to be one quick kill. Maybe a second. He's got a gun, a chance to spray them down, but unfortunately, it's shut out by Flamey, and the round is gone. Diffused to Navi, and they're on map point.
Another close round there for Faze, but they can't manage to get the round on the board. It will be map point indeed. Navi with full control of this. Lost bonus starting to accumulate now for Faze. They're going to take 8 rounds in a row to force overtime. That's looking very unlikely. Time will tell though. 5 AKs, almost no utility. Guardian, nothing. Kerrigan, nothing. Nico, 1 flashbang. Olaf Meister, smoke. Rain gets a little bit more than that. But surely this is where it ends. This is their map pick. Remember, they've actually got worse since Inferno. Everything just a little bit off here on the T side. That's even worse as Kerrigan just goes through the smoke by himself. Where's the trade potential there? No one was with him. No flashbangs deployed. He just runs through. That's better by Rain, but still looks like a round loss. And indeed, the map will be going in favor of Navi. Olaf Meister and Nico to save it. If they're on top of that game, I'd say that'd be possible, but far from it right now. We'll have to wait patiently. Nico's hoping mistakes are made. As there it is, simple overcommits. He could definitely find this kill as well. Nails it. Olaf Meister chimes in. Might be going for a few more rounds here. Electronic left in the 2 versus 1. Over a minute on the clock. They can really take their time with this one. We'll go towards B. Electronic currently positioned on short.
He could catch them off pretty easily. If they check the wrong angles and they're patient walking in, he could get quick shots, especially to Olaf on 12 HP.
He's just going to take a gamble here. He has no information at this point. Just stick on one bomb site. Don't get caught in transition. At this point, it's 50-50, really. Now walking towards long. He's behind the sandbags on shore, like you can see. Covered from the bomb site. They probably won't check it. They haven't got a smoke to get him out of this position either. When they go for the plant, it's Olaf that's low. He'll go down first, almost certainly here. Here we go. Chance to strike for Electronic. He'll get one and it's down to taking down Nico. 10 seconds. He doesn't have to challenge, but he does. And Electronic, very cerebral, calm play there. Love that.
That's exactly it. He sits in a site. They're not ready for it. They'll take the benefit of the doubt to walk in, and he just nails them both. Great round from him. Great game from him. He's 17 kills only, but high impact. Flamey on 21, Simple on 22. The 3 stars certainly being exactly that. And Navi will force out Train.
This is scary for Faze. You don't often see them like this, but when it does happen, the major before last Krakow comes to mind when they were playing